I'll refresh. Oh,
Has anybody told you how much of an idiot you are?
Every day.
You were on my one, weren't you? Well, after Chris's pathetic start, good evening to everybody. Welcome to round 2 of the GP2 division here, brought to you live on Excite Racing Channel 1 for the season 8 XRL League. You are joined tonight, as usual, by myself. Paul Barker's actually odd penalty for him for the race, but anyway, yes. All you joined tonight as for GP2, myself, XRL Roberts, and Michael. Our commentator, as always, Christopher Moss. Good evening, Chris. Well, after that, my dog's making a lot of noise again, as per usual. Hopefully they're now quieting down so we can concentrate on the quality of racing that we will be betting. So, as you can see from my trusty catering crew, it is a 100% chance of raining qualifying, and we've got intermediate time. So this is going to be quite interesting to see what times people can do and see if we've actually done any testing in the wet. But actually, the race is completely dry. So this could be cool. We have a mixed pack here with qualifying, and this could grid a little bit. We'll get onto track. Obviously, we missed the first couple of minutes as we've been waiting, but the first person who's going to put me on immediately, Flame Dragon. And unfortunately, I've got the glitch with the game where the lap time is 2:5:03, 6:5:44, and I'm not going to be able to see what representative lap times these guys are going to be doing. I mean, Chris, have you got the same problem?
Yes, I have, and also good evening to Swishbone, ex-GP2 commentator, and good to see that he's with us tonight on Twitch. He's already saying to you, Adam...
What dumb voice? I'm not even doing anything, I'm literally, this is me talking normally. I'm not doing anything different, I can promise you that. But anyways, back to the action, and just as I said, I'm bored with Flame Dragons. Into the tricky downhill then the left-hander. I mean, you've probably seen last night from the F1 division of quite a few Mario Karting through their first gear. Then with these intermediate tires they've got on, but nevertheless we probably will see, in particular the Padgy doing this, as Flame Dragon goes through the quick left, and what I think is now the most difficult corner, not just on this actually probably again. Actually, it's really difficult to the braking point into Dina. The final hairpin corner, second gear, around about 65-70 miles an hour. Flame Dragon takes that well, a little bit tentative there as he get the car turned near, but never turned in. And he comes across the start, finished on now, and it's a 42.8. So that actually puts all position as we've actually lost the living. Yes, that's
the host.
Not the start we were looking for.
More importantly, he's the host.
Well done, well done. Round of applause. Yeah,
well
I think that was.
LGS.
That was true.
Well, nonetheless, LGS has actually gone provisional second by 0.003 of a second to Ascassin. The two Scottish drivers in the league for GP2 are currently second and third, and the reserve driver XGN Boys has now actually moved on to P5. He was P4, and that is only because Tom65 in the Ferrari, who had, as a fair to say, a shocker in Australia, has found some pace here in Malaysia and has gone P4. Weekly Nath unfortunately destroyed his car, brought out the safety car to bring a fun race in Australia. He's currently in P6 with GSY Davey and Ryan both getting onto the podium last weekend in 7th and 8th. Dizzy Cupid not got the pace with his teammate, currently in P9. Connor rounds out the top 10 with Jambo, the winner of last week, 3 seconds slower than the guy that's got
I think he was about, because he's come round again, and obviously he's done 31 seconds across the line, but he actually got pole on a 42. So Jambo steps it up, and he's gone 0.2 of a second over Flame Dragon, and already nearly halfway through line already. But we're probably going to be expecting people to doing consecutive laps here. Jambo gets really out of shape and probably put any hope to that at the moment. But Flame Dragon, who is in P2, as I mentioned, he's got the pits. LGS, not quite sure if he's on a lap. Is it an out lap? Is it an in lap? I don't know. The game just won't tell me. As a system, which remains our reactions, guys. If you want to get your messages, just please messages to either myself, XRL Bobbert, or to the new gamer tag of Chris. Bark, as my dog has now started bark. He completely loves the word bark because that's all he seems to do.
Take more than I do.
My stream is making me slightly terminate, according to ASR reaction. And Patronus is saying, who's your voice changer? And hello to Bobbert's dog. I'm not using a voice changer, it's the same that I'm using from last week. I just do not know what the hell is wrong with it. So, I don't know what to do. You tell me. But so long as if the video quality's better, guys, because obviously that was the issue we had last week, then fingers crossed, then, you know, you can actually see more of the action. Currently on board with Tom65 is on a 43.2. Really wide though through turn 6 and put himself into the gravel. So that's probably halted any advance that he would have had going through the LGS. Come through the last corner now on straight. It's an improvement. He's gone up into third on a 43.0. So LGS 4 tenths off pole, 2 tenths behind. I think that's him done on this particular run. He's put the car down into lead and he will be making his way back into the pits. Tom65 as I mentioned.
Well, while most people are now going either on an out lap or an in lap, I've got some more messages from Swish that hopefully will inspire you, Adam. There's a message saying that's an impressive start with the fact we've already got the times glitched, we've lost the host, and he's now saying this is why I retired. And he also mentions that it randomly drops to around about 4 frames per second, so that's pretty bad. Blue Gunner says, will you be back for Xbox One? If they're making
no surprise there. Chris, could you do me a favour actually and get Living into the game if that's possible?
I am retired.
I haven't seen his name come up, so
I have already invited him.
Dog, shut up in a minute or I will make him. Because it's
yeah, he's in the game. I can't send him an invite.
I wasn't Ryan, he's got pits. Davey, who's currently P9. So probably most people are either coming to the pits or on in laps or out laps. So they have a quick rundown. And Jambo currently on pole, as I said, by 2 tenths of a second. And Flame Dragon now improved. He's back into third. Also, it's just like Senna's actually gone into second place with Flame Dragon in third, as I mentioned. LGS in fourth. We've got Tom in fifth. Escassin, who probably was hoping for a bit a dynamic, and he's got the qualifying at least. And he's up into P6. We've got a new driver in of XGM Voids in P7. We've got Ryan down in 8th, not where we expect him to be. And then we've got Dave in 9th. It actually says that we can set a lap time, Chris. No, it says weekly set a lap time.
Who's not set a lap time?
Yes, he says he's
P10 on the 45.
He has.
Excuse
me. He said that
he
had retired. That's an interesting one. But yeah, moving back to the top
10, covered less
than a second, and then after that we got Dizzy Cupid 11th, we got Conrise 12th,
and the Living
Dead. Unfortunately, Disc
now back in.
he
will start at the
back, but Jambo coming onto the grid
to start his
new lap, and my
screen
has not changed. Damn it, I thought I saw it. It's like
for a second.
Oh, and Dizzy Cupid has now gone within
so that's 3 people then within 42 ways.
So
that's really close. Jambo's now gone down into P2, and we get 42.5 has gone pole. So it's a Mercedes at the moment,
but it's
not Jambo in front. He is on a lap at the moment. He's just come through turn 4, takes that really sweetly actually. He gets good traction on the exits. He comes through the turn 5 and into turn 6, a really difficult corner to get your turning point. Jambo had to take 2 bites of the cherry there just so he got the car turned in.
The way we guys come through right-hander of 7
and 8. Takes that really well, and now coming downhill and towards turn 9, cut the hill again. He does a little bit of Mario Kart. There it is. There's Mario Kart we had expected. As he comes up the hill now and into the next right hand. Another difficult corner to get your
here, but
no such problems for Jambo there, and gets on the power really well. Through the flat and then now towards the most difficult corner on the track. It's a little bit of oversteer actually coming into that, and had to take 2 bites into turning in, so
not the
cleanest lap from Jambo, but I must say it doesn't too bad. I would hope if I could tell if he was going to be improving or not, but apparently he's done 20 seconds and he's coming into the last corner, so clearly
that's nice.
He comes through the last corner now, takes that
well,
gets on the power early, gets too much wheel spin though. I wonder if he flicked over to Rich too early as he comes across the line and he doesn't actually improve.
What he has done, he has
lost the position, and it's Flame Dragon. He's gone second on a 42.5, and he's
less
in half for 10 slow on the weekly nerf. My voice is going already. We haven't even done that much. Got to drive through. Patronus. My voice is trippy. Okay. And then
saying serious to your stream.
Well, I will do once this is done, but I can't because the last time
Twitch
up, it kind of messed up my connection a little bit. So I'd rather not take.
To be fair, your connection was fine in Australia.
Sorry, but
it was more.
So for F5 then my connection was horrible. GP2 was better. And hopefully I'm not asking for the same again tonight, but yeah, just so you guys know, this is only a 50% division as everybody else. GP3 should be going on as well. I don't know if it is being streamed tonight. It is meant to be, but I have any notifications saying that it is. So it's well then. Stuck with me and Chris for the night. Not that anything. Well, he might be. Oh, there you go. Right, hopefully that's my throat now cleared.
Jambo's now come around the final corner, and I reckon that was just a cool down lap before he starts this.
He's got so Jambo. Cupid comes across the line and goes P2 on a 42.3. So what did Jambo do? Jambo also done a 42.3.
Top 2 by less than 2 turns.
Easy Cupid. His qualifying is over. He's actually pulling over off the track. Well, he's now gone back to a green flag because he is going at a constant speed. Maybe he's just getting out of the way of the car coming down into turn 1.
Well,
it's a little bit strange to say the least. Just cycling back through XGSY Davey currently in the Force India on a 14.7, so a really good
4 10s
off the current pole time, but you find yourself down into P6, just showing how close these guys are. As Davey comes through the right-hander of turn 11 and in towards turns 12 and 13.
Really going for
it now. Technically, I'm not in the living room. I'm in the conservatory.
I disagree. Now there's definitely more.
Just saying. But Davey now coming into final corner on his final attempt. Gets really good traction there. A little bit of wheel spin, but this could be an improvement for him. Is it put in? P3 and a 42.3. Davey improves. Just like Sinner now drops into P4.
Through the left-hand end of sector 2.
As he starts the final sector on
final
run. Don't know what lap time he's doing. I wish.
Although I
suppose it adds a little bit more space in a way, and it keeps it.
I mean, who are you on board?
I mean, there's only 4 people I think who are actually
3 for now setting
lap time.
Well, I was on board with Dizzy Cupid, then he did a massive
he did
cut to get retired.
stuff on track
so.
at turn 1. He had finished his lap. But yeah, still on board with Just Senna.
Final corner.
Time looks reasonable. Don't know if he's going to improve. I mean, it is so
What's up between
these guys. He comes across the start line now, and he doesn't improve.
the avoids
Driver in for tonight, 42.8.
only in
P7, but he's coming to the final corner himself now. The last person, he's done a bit of a corner cut there, and I think that's cost him. And and he's retired. No, not retired, but Chris,
look at
that the top 6 covered by just over a quarter of a second, and the top 11 separated by less than a second.
gamble.
Taking from
Dizzy
Cupid and
Davies.
third, that is as close to qualifying as you're probably going to see all season. Yeah. Oh, Chris.
I meant
Within
the top
like,
times were exactly
everybody. All right, not just one race. Okay, with 2 people getting the same time. If you want to go down that route, why don't we go back to the F1 route?
last season was
Saitako, and I think I can't remember who else was, but
same
lap time. Just.
Okay, just to mention, just to prove my point a little bit further, 4 people, the top 4
Bruce,
in
why
that
did
4
you
were separated by less than
Actually gives a damn
of what
you say.
Let's see how many people are watching the stream.
Probably clearly had enough
of my
Terminator
There's
voice.
3 people watching the stream. There you go. Swishbone bringing up the fact saying Jerez 1997, Jacques Villeneuve, Michael Schumacher, and Heinz Harald Frentzen.
Now you see,
all
I
got
do
the
care
exact
what
same
Switch
lap time.
as I respect.
But I think that wins.
Just saying.
Well, pivots first. Before you respect anyone else,
Well, I
you've
do
got to
respect myself
respect
because
yourself.
it's
Like, if
me.
you don't respect me, then you clearly don't respect yourself.
No. Anyways, back to
to the GP
That means you
division,
respect
Chris.
me,
Not
though.
to what the hell we were
just
on about, but we'll have a quick rundown from the back to the front. Obviously, Living Dead, who disconnected, is now back in, but he will start at the back, which
he's going to
have to
move out.
move his Caterham. I think he's in the Caterham out of the way. We got Connor Ised in P12.
Ryan
A disappointment. Then his teammate Tom in 10th.
to the
Yep.
Ferrari drivers
is not
having a great qualifying. Askassin moved down to 9th,
GS
only qualifying 8th.
voids new
Driver in qualifies P7. Then we got the top 6 that were separated by just over a quarter of a second.
driver
In 6th, Weekly Nath, who I thought had actually done a really good lap time.
when I got
Pole position is only starting P5. We got just like Senna in 4th, Davey in 3rd, Dizzy Cupid setting another good lap time, and he starts on the front row once again for the 2nd race running.
and then
Jambo getting that last week's winner at
Melbourne starts on the front
row. Chris, who would you put your money on him this week again?
Well,
Yes.
it worked.
I'm going to go with
last
Jambo.
week.
Well, I'm actually going to go with his teammate,
We
Weekly.
so I'm going to stick with Jambo.
interesting
Interesting decision it is indeed. But the
want to be fun
sorry, Chris, go on.
So basically, no matter what. I was going to say, no matter what, we
Yes,
think
well,
it's going to be a Mercedes.
Fingers
winner,
that my
as it was
result
this week.
and choice goes
my way and not
for Chris, because obviously I want to win our little challenge that we're doing all season. But obviously the only way we're going to find out within these next 28 laps as to who is going to cross the line first is get
to the track.
so we've got the 30-second countdown before the start of
Round 2
here for the GP2 division at Malaysia.
fingers
crossed.
we have a
Good
race
last night
in the
F1
division
28 laps, not 100%
100% race
distance as mentioned, so new territory for these guys, having to do half as much fuel load, higher weight
will be
affected. We will be expecting probably a 2-stopper here with 2 on our prime
stint
but obviously it's what people are going to be comfortable with, so obviously we'll be finding out within this next hour.
It's good to see that my
dogs have finally. Now let's hope it stays that way. Well, it's nice to see we got something a little going on. Not that it's any good. But oh well. Once again, it puts me into the cockpit view with any other car. That's really strange. Like 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for round GP2 division here at Malaysia, and
Jambo got
a good start. He's actually pulled a bit of a gap, and it's the McLaren
holding
off it.
His teammate
Weekly Nath, and Dizzy Q still managed until that P2. He's travelling
around the
outside. A little bit of contact in that midfield, but so far everyone looks to have gone track as Jambo
does my
lead from Dizzy Q, who's actually all over his gearbox. He's come to. Oh, and there's
me
saying that we actually
had a clean
start. We actually have a spinner at the back, but Dizzy Cupid on the outside into turn 4, having a look at Jambo, but Jambo just on the
inside. Gets a
poor run. Dizzy Cupid might have a look here into turn 5 and 6, but it's really only a one-line corner unless your name behind.
For now.
In P3, we've got Just Like Centre, so he's made a position off the starting grid, as has Weekly Nath has made
his way up into
4th, and it's Davey who's lost out. He's lost 2 positions to 5th. There's Dizzy Cupid.
He's made a mistake.
And
excuse me.
Just like Centre,
into P2.
Cupid losing out, and now Weekly Nath is going to have a look at him. We got, as I said, Davey in 5th. We got XG Voids now up into P6, and he's actually on the prime tyres, so he's actually gained a position on the slower compound, so Void's looking good at the moment. Behind, we've got one of the Ferraris who's made a great start, and it's Ryan. Ryan's made 4 places off the start, so a good start he needed to, as well after his great result last week, and he's trying to make his way back through the field. Conrise as well has made a...
Been a poor start for Plain Dragon.
It's a real that's 2 weeks in a row now. He's been affected on an opening lap incident, but Conrise in P8. Back of Ryan here, and Ryan actually he's got a great
on the
prime tyres. He's looking comfortable. Ryan solves him a dummy to go onto the inside, but Void's just about gets. He has the inside into turn 2. Cock up there. And he's got traction as well. And here comes Ryan on the inside.
A little bit of a wheel
bang there, but Ryan, importantly, takes that 6th place drop and set his sights now, catching on the guys in front. A look there on him. Holds off at the moment, but the front 2 are starting to pull a bit of gap already, Chris.
Indeed, and the annoying thing for Dizzy Cupid is he's not only got one driver, he's also got the driver of GSY Davey behind me.
Dizzy Cupid did send a message
actually complaining about
something was wrong
with his wheel, and he's having to use a pattern. Obviously it didn't affect him too much. He's looking for the inside of Weekly Nath there, but just backs out with the last second. Thinks better of it. But yes, he's having to use a pattern tonight. That could affect him on his long. The dogs are starting. Fantastic.
Swish saying you really need to sort your microphone out.
Like I don't know how this has happened. Alright, it was
fine last week
and it's changed this week. I've not even changed anything for it. Answers on a postcard, please. Because my dog thinks that I need to be sent to court from somebody. Maybe now he's got Ryan catching up to them. These guys are these 4 cars have got themselves a bit of P7, which would be excellent. On those
prime tyres
now starting to swell a little bit, and he's, I think, that's all over the back of, or is it the other Force India? It's the other Force
India of
Conrised actually, so it's Const who's manages to hold PA. So where's LGS in all of this? He's made a poor start.
Actually,
any ideas, Chris? Is he still inside the top 10?
I've seen that he was P8 the last time I saw. I've started my corner cutting already. But yeah, I'm keeping the sort of...
Indeed, as
Conrise
and XG and Voids were side by side turn 4 and 5, but Conrise holds it into turn 6, and he made that position on Voids as well. So starting to fall back a little bit on those prime tyres, but he will be quicker towards the end of the race. Where everybody else is, as I said, yeah, Voids is in 9th. We have the Living Dead, so